ever feel like there's like a sixth sense when it comes to the stock market? Like some people can just smell which way a stock is going to go, you know?
Right.
Today we're diving into some research that says that gut feeling might be more than just luck.
It's a question that has baffled even the experts.
Wow.
But this paper we're looking at today, straight from Caltech and published in the Journal of Finance, decided to tackle it head on, not with theories, but with actual experiments.
Okay, so let's unpack this.
Okay.
They set up a mock stock market, right?
Right.
But here's a twist.
Yeah.
Some of the traders were fed inside information.
Yes.
So they knew more than everyone else.
And the researchers wanted to see if the regular traders, the ones without the secret intel, could pick up on that. Could they sense when something was off, even if they couldn't put their finger on it?
And could they?
Get this. Even total newbies to the market, people who had never traded before, were often able to tell when these insider traders were making moves.
Wow, so what's the explanation?
Well,
are our brains secretly wired to be stock market whizzes?
It might be more about how our brains process information in general.
Give me more.
There's this idea in finance called the efficient market hypothesis.
Okay.
It basically says that stock prices already reflect all the information that's out there.
So no point in trying to outsmart this system.
That's the theory.
Right.
But this study suggests our brains might be doing something sneaky behind the scenes, something that throws a wrench into that whole efficient market idea.
Here's where it gets really juicy, right? Yeah. Tell me they hooked these traders up to brain scanners or something.
They did. And they were particularly interested in a part of the brain called the paracingulate cortex.
Okay, time to brush up on our brain anatomy.
Right.
What does this paracingulate cortex thing do?
Well, it's a region that's been linked to our ability to figure out what other people are thinking and feeling, even their intentions. We're talking about stuff like, are they being truthful? Or are they about to make a power move?
Hold on. So you're saying our brains might treat the stock market like it's another person we're sizing up?
That's what the data suggests.
Really?
When the researchers showed these traders replays of the market, that paracingulate cortex went into overdrive.
Wow.
Especially when insider trading was happening.
It's like our brains were saying, wait a minute, this market is acting kind of shady.
Exactly. And that lines up perfectly with a fascinating concept called theory of mind.
Theory of mind.
Yeah.
Okay, break that one down for me.
So theory of mind, or TOM for short, is basically our ability to read minds, to understand that other people have their own thoughts, beliefs, and intentions, even if they're different from our own.
It's like that moment when you realize your dog totally understands you're about to take him for a walk.
Yes.
Even though he doesn't speak human.
Exactly. It's about picking up on those subtle cues and using them to figure out what's going on in someone else's head.
Okay.
And what this study suggests is that this mind-reading ability might not be limited to just like social interactions.
You're saying we could be using it to read the mind of the market.
That's the idea. Think about it. When we suspect someone in the market has insider information, we're essentially trying to anticipate their moves based on what we think they know.
Right.
We're trying to get inside their heads just like we would with another person.
So it's not just about understanding the numbers.
Yeah.
It's about understanding the people behind the numbers.
Precisely. And this study provides some pretty compelling evidence that our brains might be doing this unconsciously.
Really?
All the time.
Okay, but here's the million-dollar question.
Okay.
Does having a good theory of mind actually translate into better market predictions?
Right.
Like, can we measure this stuff?
That's where things get really interesting. The researchers wanted to know if people who were good at mind reading in general were also better at spotting those insider trading patterns.
So they cooked up another experiment, right?
Yes.
What'd they do? Stick people in an MRI machine and make them watch Wall Street Week?
Not quite.
Okay.
This time, they had a whole bunch of people predict price movements based on real data from that first experiment.
Okay.
The one with the insiders.
Ah, so they're working with real deal market data this time.
Yeah.
Clever.
And here's the key.
Oh.
They also had everyone take these tests, specifically designed to measure their theory of mind skills.
Okay.
Things like looking at pictures of people's eyes and trying to guess their emotions, or watching those short silent animation clips and figuring out what the characters are thinking and feeling.
Yeah. So like if you're really good at reading those 5-check memes, you might have an edge on Wall Street.
Yeah.
I like it.
You got it. And the results were pretty incredible.
Drum roll, please.
Okay.
What did they find?
The people who aced those mind-reading tests, they were also significantly better at predicting the market.
Really?
When those insiders were in play.
No way. So being able to read someone's poker face is more useful than like being a math whiz.
Right.
When it comes to sniffing out this insider trading.
That's what the research suggests.
Wow.
It seems like those sharp theory of mind skills really do give you an edge.
Okay, that's wild. But how do we actually use this?
Right.
Should we all be studying poker tails and practicing our... I have no idea what you're talking about, faces.
Well, it's not quite about conscious deception. Okay.
But you're onto something. The researchers wanted to figure out what cues our brains might be picking up on, even unconsciously.
Right.
So they went back to that original trading data,
the
one with the insiders, and looked for patterns.
And did they find the secret handshake of insider trading?
They found that when those insiders were manipulating the market, the size of the price swings.
Okay.
You know how much the price jumped around?
Right.
Wasn't random?
So like a fingerprint, something that says, hey, this isn't just the market doing its usual thing.
Exactly. Our brains, even without us realizing it, seem to be able to pick up on that subtle fingerprint. And that's what might be driving that trader intuition some people seem to have. So even if we don't have access to secret board meetings, our brains might be picking up on the traces left behind by those who do.
Right.
That's incredible. It's like our brains are these incredible pattern detectors always working behind the scenes.
That's what makes this research so exciting.
Yeah.
It suggests that we might have a natural capacity for understanding the market even without realizing it.
So what's the takeaway here? If we learn to trust our gut and maybe even sharpen those mind-reading skills, we can all tap into this inner market guru.
It's definitely not as simple as flipping a switch.
Right.
But it does raise fascinating questions.
Yeah.
What if we could train ourselves to consciously recognize these subtle market patterns?
Right.
What if we could combine our intuition with, say, algorithms that can help us see those patterns more clearly?
It's like giving everyone a chance to see the matrix. This isn't just about making money. It's about understanding the hidden forces that shape our world.
Absolutely.
Food for thought, wouldn't you say?
Food for thought.